Fiber to fabric. Animal fibers. The common animal fibers are wool and silk. Wool is obtained from sheep, goat, yak, camel, llama, alpaca, etc. Silk is obtained from silkworm. Wool. Wool is obtained from the fleece, hair of sheep, camel, goat, yak, sheep, llama, alpaca, and other animals. These animals have thick coat of hair on their bodies. Because the hair trap air is a poor conductor of heat, so the hair keeps their body warm. The most common wool is sheep wool. Yak wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. The wool obtained from the Angora goats in Jammu and Kashmir is soft wool used for making shawls. Camel hair is also used as wool. Llama and alpaca found in South America is also used for wool. From fibers to wool. For obtaining wool, sheep are reared and then their hairs is cut and processed into wool. Processing fibers into wool. Point 1. Hairy skin is sent to a factory according to texture. Point 2. Small fluffy fibers called burrs are removed. Point 3. Fibers are dyed in various colors. Point 4. Fibers are straightened and rolled into yarns. 1. The fleece. Hair of sheep is removed from its body along with a thin layer of skin by using machine. This process is called shearing. 2. The sheared skin with hairs is washed in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt. This process is called scouring. 3. Hairy skin is sent to the factory where hairs of different textures are separated. This process is called sorting. 4. Small fluffy fibers called burrs are separated from the hairs are again washed. 5. The fibers are then dyed in different colors. 6. The fibers are then straightened, combed and rolled into yarns. Then they are sent and then spun and woven into fabric. Silk. Silk is obtained from silkworm. The rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Life history of silk moth. The female silk moth lays eggs which hatch into larvae called caterpillars or silkworm. The larva feeds on mulberry leaves and grows in size. Then it secretes fiber made of protein and weaves the fabric fibers around itself completely and forms a pupa. This covering is called cocoon. The pupa then develops into a young silk moth. Silk yarn is obtained from the cocoon of silk moth. The most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. From cocoon to silk. Silk moth are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk yarns. Rearing of silkworms. The female silk moth lays eggs. The eggs are warmed to a suitable temperature. The eggs hatch into larvae called caterpillar or silkworm. The silkworm are kept in bamboo trays and fed on mulberry leaves and grow in size. After 30 to 40 days, the silkworm develops into silk moth. Processing of silk. The cocoon are collected and kept in sunlight or boiled or exposed to steam. The silk fibers separated out. The process of taking out the fibers from the cocoons is called reeling. Reeling is done by machines. The silk fibers are then spun into thread and woven into silk cloth. Types of silk. Mulberry silk, tassar silk, eri silk, muga silk and kosa silk. Exercise. You must be familiar with the following nursery rhymes. 1. Baba Baba black sheep, have you any wool? 2. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. A. Which part of black sheep have wool? Answer. Hairy skin called fleece have wool in the black sheep. B. What is meant by the white fleece of the lamb? White fleece of the lamb means hairy skin of sheep which is white in color. Question number 2. What is meant by the following terms? 1. Rearing. Raising of domestic animals like sheep, goat, yak, buffaloes or commercial purpose such as for milk or fur is known as rearing. 2. Shearing. It is the process of removal of animal fleece, hair by using a machine similar to those used by barbers. 3. Sericulture. Rearing of silk moth to get silk is called sericulture. Question number 3. Out of the following, which are the two terms related to silk production? Sericulture, floriculture, moriculture, apiculture, and silviculture. Answer. Sericulture and moriculture are related to the silk production.